What specific innovation or trends at Infosec Europe truly excite you?
I think it's wonderful to see the pervasiveness of AI-based technologies. It's almost a running joke that if you don't have AI in your logo or messaging somewhere, you're kind of missing out. But it is great to see that AI-based technologies are now leading to more preemptive cyber defenses, which is key for enterprises to be able to stop attacks before they actually penetrate. I think in this day and age, the notion of post-breach detect and respond is just passé.
What opportunities or challenges do you see emerging?
Well, for sure, agentic AI is the most interesting and I think area where there's the least amount known. My favorite example to offer here is, with agentic AI, you have agents that are able to now execute tasks on behalf of the user, and many agents can be chained together, but it's unclear what the rights and privileges of agents are versus the user that's interacting with the agent. And just like we saw with the early release of generative AI, prompt engineering can lead to very interesting and sometimes unexpected results, especially from a security or information breach standpoint. So I think that's one of the things that I think is top line for me.
What proactive strategies can enterprises adopt to effectively mitigate its impact?
That's a great question. It's very similar to my last response in that many organizations are using kind of traditional hierarchies for security. Network security, endpoint security, data security, cloud security. These are very siloed technologies and very oriented towards a pre-pandemic world. In today's era, right, we essentially work in a hybrid environment. We have to have the same fidelity of experience whether we're in the office, on the road, and add to that the fact that most applications are now cloud delivered as well as browser accessed. Having a solid browser-based solution, and browser is a unique kind of endpoint. It's a network technology as well as an endpoint technology, yet neither of those two silos cover it well. Having good browser security, I think, is the best means to address AI security.
If you had to summarize one key takeaway for CISOs or IT decision makers, what would it be and why?
I think what's key with security is, again, to transcend some of the legacy models that have been put in place. The cyber mesh that we used to look at, that was defined by Gartner some years ago, I think has gotten confusing and convoluted. We have to meet users where they are and how they work. So the era of having security where it may impose and handcuff users and productivity is over. Users are expecting the same level of fidelity, of freedom that they would have in working from a consumer-based product as they would in the enterprise. And the reality is, especially as we think about AI, if they run into these sorts of hurdles, they'll just pick up their mobile phone and bypass all of those security solutions that have been put into place. So making security accessible, meeting people where they work, how they work, I think is key. That's my big takeaway.